We'll track some breaking news coming in at this hour. We're learning that a high-rise building is on fire in the Kuwait City as the Gulf state faces a wave of drone attacks from Iran. That's right. That's an important update coming in from Kuwait City. Visuals right there on your screens at the moment. Flames were seen leaping onto the night sky as a massive fire tore through a high-rise building in Kuwait City early on Sunday. The cause of the blaze was unclear, but it erupted as the country suffered a wave of Iranian drone and missile attacks. Apart from this, sirens were also sounded across the city as the country's military said that it was responding to more attacks coming in from Iran. That's the latest we're tracking at this hour. There, of course, seems to be a high-rise building which is on fire in the Kuwait City as the Gulf state, in fact, faces a drone of attacks coming in from Iran. On this, we have my colleague Disha Bakshi joining us on the broadcast. Disha, walk us through the details. We're understanding that there seems to be a new wave of Iranian missiles that are hitting the Kuwait City.
Right, Reed. So this is the latest that we're getting in, that despite the fact that Iranian president indicated that the country would stop attacks against its Gulf neighbors, now we're seeing that that is not in fact the case, as the Iranian forces continue to strike numerous targets across the Gulf states. Now Kuwait, here we're seeing that building. Now we're not entirely sure whether this is a residential building or it was a commercial building, but what we do know so far from reports is that this was in fact a residential building that seems to be on fire. Whether in fact how many people could have been injured or killed in this strike remains to be seen. Those details we'll get in shortly, as this is a developing story. But what we're understanding is that this is another strike by Iranian forces on the Gulf states, this time in Kuwait, where a residential building has been targeted by drone attacks. We're yet to see what sort of injuries or how many people were impacted by this attack, given the fact that this is a residential building in Kuwait that has been struck, really indicating that Iran is, despite the fact that the Iranian president indicated a de-escalation, that seems unlikely at this point.